mother-daughter dynamic. And this is what happened today with a session with a beautiful woman this morning. And I want to talk about this because it's not being talked about it enough. When the mother experienced survival and she's projecting that to her daughter, where the mother never received love or support or money, and she's projecting survival to the daughter. So the daughter cannot receive, is not allowed to receive, and is saying to her words like, you are the brat, you cannot have a life like this, you have to work for it, you have to work very hard for the money, and nothing comes easy, there is a catch there to it, you should not expect people to pay for you. And if you are on the receiving end of that, like a daughter, it can leave you confused, guilty, questioning life, questioning other people's intentions if they're nice to you. So I want you to say this clearly. That dynamic, what your mother is putting on you, projecting on you, that has nothing to do with you. And see it that that's mother's projection of her survival. This is where she learned that safety comes through struggle, and a woman who has been taught that love is earned through sacrifice, that rest must be justified, that receiving without the pain is unsafe. This is what that woman learned. So when she sees her daughter receiving with more ease, it doesn't feel inspiring to her. Absolutely doesn't feel inspiring, because she had to struggle and she didn't process her pain about it either. So when they say, parents say, I'm going to give you advice, is it advice or is it unprocessed emotional jealousy? Not in malicious way, but it is a jealousy. Why? And in that she's saying basically, but she didn't say it in words, why didn't I have this? Why did I have to carry? Why did I have to have all of this stuff in my life? So she's basically wants that pain to be given to her daughter because it should be unfair. Why should she have easier life than her? So this is where the survival beliefs can be projected to a child. But I want to say this, their mother's beliefs, they're not yours. They don't have to be inherited and generational pattern continue. You can choose a different belief when you see this dynamic. Yeah? You can choose a different belief. They can change and they can transmute. So you're allowed to receive support without proving that you deserve it. You are allowed to enjoy ease without repaying it with a guilt. You're allowed to have a partner who supports you without being shameful and without being told that's not all right. So your life is not to require to mirror your mom's hardships, because your life is your life and not your mother's life. So this doesn't mean arguing with your mother. What I want you to have is strong boundaries. Absolutely strong boundaries, which means learning internal boundaries within yourself. Boundaries like, I don't need permission, and internal boundaries is, I don't need permission to receive. I don't need to defend my joy. I can listen without absorbing my mother's story, because that is my mother's story. That is my mother's story. That doesn't mean that it's going to be my life. So it's about choosing what you want to accept it to be your life and choosing what doesn't belong to your life anymore or to your beliefs. So ease doesn't make you weak, and receiving doesn't make you entitled. And choosing softer life doesn't make you disloyal. Absolutely doesn't make you disloyal. And it makes you conscious. This is where consciousness steps in. So how can we break that cycle? Is realizing what your mother is putting on you, and that is not yours to carry. So if this is your mother, or you know someone else whose mother is doing this, share it with them. That beliefs do not have to be yours. You get to choose. When you're adult, you get to choose, is this the belief that I'm going to take it on board and keep it as mine? Or is that a belief that is my mother's, that is that person, or that is that person? But it's not yours. You have a choice.